All right. Welcome, folks. We are live. Let's go ahead and get a warm-up run in. See how things go. I'm not even sorting by suit. All right. Maybe today we'll get some early flat malt. I really should take the misprint. Probably the better early game Joker, but there is some potential with this Chad. Alright.
Well met.
Maybe should have just stuck with the spades there. A breezy, thank you for the 7. We can afford this, but only just barely. I think I have to take the skip because we are now broke. Watch our game where bad plays can somehow turn out to be good plays. Bad plays can turn out to be effective plays. But I think you evaluate how good a play is based on the information that you have at the time, not what comes in the future. That's true of most strategy games, right? Whew, okay. Well, we found something to do with the Chad. We have money. We could get another copy of Chad. Not because it would be good, but because it would be funny. Jupiter. Like, there's nothing really in here to death, so what if we just roll a wheel? Okay. Joop. Steven actually good now? I mean, it was good because of the chat already. And because we were desperate for malt. Smiley face. Yeah, foil hit could have been better, but now that we have Crafty in the shop, we don't have to care about that.
Well met.
Crunchy, thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate that.
Well met.
Folks, hey, thank you for the 9 months. Red seal, you already know where that goes. Now we just need the photo. Here. Always wondered, how do you take your coffee? In a mug with my hands. Oh, yeah, I was hoping for a purple.
Well met.
Zohan, thank you for the 8. Alright, probably skipping the voucher. As much as I would like to clear it, my econ's kind of in a bad spot right now. But surely this will just give me infinite hermits. Huh. I'm gonna hold on to this because I don't really care that much about it. And I'd rather block it for while we have the Cartomancer. Give ourselves a chance at finding something better. Yeah, welcome Focus Shock. Ah yes, something better. Alright.
Well met.
Makers, thank you for the 9 months. Welcome to the stream. No even cards? What are we gonna do? Sold money for the... Oh! I'm sorry I doubted you, Cartomancer. Cartomancer no more. Really? Yeah, we do need something multiplicative here. Let's take this. I think we roll once. Immediate regret. I mean, I suppose that's multiplicative. I love rental food jokers. Reminds me of the real world. Yeah, I was just gonna say that's just modern America, right? You can take out a loan for your banana. All right. I think I'm gonna hold the justice for the needle. Jesus. Thank you, oops. Maybe I'm not going to hold out for the needle. No, we've got extra hands here. Should be fun. Lucky Cat and Bloodstone. Have you considered neither, though? Alright. I'll take that. Murphy called it. I guess we should be grateful. Oh no. Might have to use the glass here. This glass will suffice. And it didn't break. Murphy memorized the seed? Oh. He's always doing that, isn't he? Look at the money. One more roll. I need the scoring though, so I can't really. Blame too much here. There we go. Yeesh. Oh good, a stars card. Just what I wanted. I wanted money there. I needed money there. Oh. We're gonna have to roll down pretty hard into the boss point, it seems. Or we just die. Uh-oh. Okay. No money still. Alright, have to get real lucky off of probably this glass card here. But we're almost certainly dead. Or not the glass card, but the purple seal. Wait, that might do it. Hold. That was a horrific lucky card. Probably need a couple 20 hits to make this work. Okay, I got 320 hits. Oh! If that first lucky card would have cooperated, we get there. I guess I can play the straight flush. Pretty good square, man. Let's not go in on it just yet. For the sake of money. Find some malt, maybe. Could also just use it as a 50 chip engine. A Moog. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate that. Let's see if we can find something a little bit better. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What's the wall's problem today? If I can get some flat malts, we might actually have a run here. Flat mold and some money.
Well met.
We will get some money when we sell the invisible. Onion, thank you for the 2 months. Okay. What's in here? Oh. I think we're dead to the wall. I can't make a hand that scores meaningfully with the bus here. Unless I draw really well on the backswing right now. I did? Oh my god. Okay. It was a very fortunate set of draws. Do you think I want the immediate scoring so that I can get my money up? Because there's so much that we want to buy right now. Ah! That was a misclick. just got misprinted for like consecutive hands in a row. Jesus. Maybe I should have stuck with the bus. That's a good starting joker. Let's just get money. It's not bad. Okay, econ engine potentially. Very nice. Alright, how about some money here? Emphasis on the sum, I guess. Do you like to start a new file to unlock everything again, or do you find that tedious? I found it tedious the first time. I don't like it when games force you to, again, have an arbitrary to-do list to unlock things. I'd rather just play the game. Chad, I give you the super chat. That's why I think the unlock all button in Balatro is a great addition. Because it gives you the choice as to whether or not you want to spend the time doing that, which is good for the people that like it, and still good for those that don't enjoy it. How'd you play World of Warcraft then? That's why I didn't raid, I played PvP.
Well
I earned my
met.
gear by getting a good rating. Min, thank you for the prime. Probably gonna have to take the voucher now. So we are weak as a result of losing the banana. Thank you, business card. So we just make a bunch of jacks. There we go. Okay, that'll help with the business card. That'll help with the jacking. Should have taken hit the road. Nope, I should not have. Not a hit the road build. It is a play the jack build. Now we're really jacking it. Which does also mean we want to get out of the halvesies now. We want to start playing towards bigger hands than pairs, I think. So probably just flushes for the time being. Four of a kind could go eventually. We have more spades than hearts, but hearts have higher upside because of the potential for a bloodstone. Oh, hi, Mark. Up on a jack. Yes, that's exactly what they want, Nick. Chat is constantly rooting for the plays that make me die. Intentionally or not. Nice. Oh, right, 6-7. Thank you for the reminder. Cat. See, ignore the photo chat and just look at the cat. See? Look at how cute. Look at how cute. You can't deny the cat. Nice. Oh. I almost got as many, I did get as many lucky card hits as I did business card hits there, I think. People over the age of 8 actually find 6-7 funny. Could say the same thing about 6-9, right? It's the same joke. Hmm. 21 better. Also the same joke. Two X on the lucky cat. Or Jupiter. Time to get more stupider. I like purple. Six nine is stupid, but at least it has meaning exactly, and it's funny stupid. See, you're starting to get it, right? Yeah, 6-7. You're getting there. Glad we agree. Hit it. Ooh, okay. Still worth. Family. I'm sorry to let you down, Vin Diesel. I want this at the end because I don't want this to win. I want to try and get lucky cards for the lucky cat. But I don't mind if that breaks. Business card is actually doing decently well.
Well met.
MK, thank you for the prime. I demand a 6-7 jar? Okay, boomer. Let's get you back to the home. Oopsie. There goes that. A glass card. More jacks. Don't quite have enough jacks for that yet, but we're getting there.
Well met.
QZ, thank you for the prime. Wait a minute. Perishable rental item broke my Twitch as soon as it showed up. It broke my spirits, so relatable. look too closely at my Joker roster, chat. This is what you get for looking inside. A scary face. That'll teach you. Chatters win 6-7. No, that's not funny. You can't do that. Chatters win looks inside. Comedy. True. All right. See, you're starting to get it. You're starting to understand. I'm just asking for some consistency from you. Throw it on the pile. Why would you give me this? Goliath. Thank you for the bits. Roffle, you don't understand my humor is sublime and transcendent. Everyone else is the problem? Yes, it's those darn kids.
Well met.
Wait, are we dead to the wall again on Anti-7? No. Well. Oh! Ooh! Anchorman, thank you for the bits. Ready with invisible. This is not the place for run advice. I'm sorry. I can't give personalized advice for runs. You can post it in the Discord and people might be able to help you out, but... The lucky cards have kind of cooled off a little bit. They were going crazy at the start, but less so now. I mean, what could go wrong with taking a Bloodstone and no oops? David, thank you for the bits. We as a community come up with a new funny number. I think 38 is a good place to start. It's awfully close to 42, which is already taken, so... Well... I don't know. Do what you want. Just make sure it has some arbitrary meaning ahead of time, otherwise chat will roast you, I guess. Alright. Belatro. Okay, don't play a flush there, maybe. That would be a good time to unlock flush 5. Or at least 4 of a kind. Okay. This one. 10 jacks. 2 of them are spades still. I got some bad news if we do find an oops. Cool. Here. Did any of the lucky cards trigger there? I think so? Okay. I was not looking hard enough, I guess. Second purple is fine. Okay, now the lucky cards are coming back, I think. I guess having the sock is probably beneficial for that. Sure, why not? We're a little bit closer to an idol. Actually, we could turn those into hearts, but let's just take the money. Here. Here. Lucky cards are low. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's probably fine. Red Seal would go crazy. So it would reroll on the aura. Hey, welcome, Adef. How are you doing today? Congrats on the bingo season, by the way. I know the finals weekend was a little disappointing, but y'all played well over the course of the regular season. It was impressive. Why no DNA? Because it's not strong for us. What would I sell for DNA? Without, like, losing the run on the spot as a result of taking it. So the last run we had trading card, it was a perishable. It was perishable, and we also just had to sell it for the sock. Times are tough. Gotta sell our trading cards for socks now. Too real. I think we can probably take the Ecto at this point. That's gonna stick around anyway. Guess we just dump this. Let's maybe do a little cat farm in here, I guess. Or not. Okay, we got at least one in there. There's some expensive wraiths. Do I have I have one level on Flush 5 from a black hole that we got early. And that's it. Okay. Just complain, forehead. Yeah, I'd definitely take an oops in this scenario. Even if it's eternal, probably, just because the bloodstone is eternal. We're probably not going to get that many more spectrals, right? So I don't think, like, making a clean copy just in case we get another aura is a good idea when we're not on Ghost deck specifically. Splash? Is the Splash in the room with us now? Oh. Okay, then. Rip. Legendary, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. I don't know. I don't think that even making some clubs here will do it. I think we have to get out of the oops for now. Just in desperation. We still have this. Problem is I don't have enough kings. I have 3 kings. Why would I sell the... I need the Chad to have a chance at winning here. Selling the Chad kills the run. If you're gonna backseat, at least don't backseat with horrendous suggestions. The only thing that makes sense to sell there is the oops. Shouldn't have even done that in case we get a, Oh, I should have used that on the king. I didn't need to. Probably because I kept the Chad. Streamer, why wouldn't you sell the Chad there instead of the oops? Are you stupid, streamer? We're probably dead now, though. Not. Could have sold the Chad, by the way. The only card that matters is having access to that glass jack. Ben, thank you for the membership. Or finding a way to get more glass. That works. This is going to be the end of the run anyway. YouTube, thank you for the super chat. I do not do seeded runs though. But there's a Balatro Discord channel that people like to post seeds in if you want to share it with others. Would Ecto not having the -1 size hands the drawback be balanced? No. That's why it doesn't have the -1 hand size. Or that's why it has it. That's absurd. It's a very strong Spectral card with a progressive downside. Let alone removing the downside completely. It's outrageous to even consider. Like, we need a Joker, so it doesn't matter if what cards we lose. GG. Unless there's a world where we can get enough glass somehow. Here. One more piece of glass. Doesn't help. You should see every card. Okay. Does this end up being better? Probably. And this is 2 to the 4th. Which is what, 16? If we do it this way. If we do it this way, it is 8. If we do it this way, it's 2, 16. So this way or in this way are both 16. Oh, I should have put the heart first, yeah. I don't think it's going to be remotely close, though. I lied. Can you do math during tournaments, or is it not allowed? What? Why would... You actually get banned on the spot if you're caught so much as counting. Math is the work of the devil. If you even say a number, you immediately get eliminated. And if you get eliminated in game, I've got bad news about what happens to you in real life. Nevron, thank you for the super chat. You don't want to know about the missing Major League Bellotco competitor and how they became missing. Zeno runs a tight ship over there. Well, we got a lot farther than I thought. It's time to die. Surely this will save me. It will not. Ithios, thank you for the super chat. Next season of Major League Bellotco, no breathing allowed? I mean, that's just good microphone etiquette, though, right? So since we're all streamers, that is an actual rule, yeah. have one more glass jack left. You have a sarcastic remark for this comment. What do you mean by sarcasm? Everything I say is deadly serious, just ask Reddit. Ow. Good run, though. And we die rich. I think selling Oops All Sixes was a mistake. Okay. You're welcome to think whatever you want. You can sell the Oops in that spot and lose the run. Oh, yeah. Are we SpongeBob maxing? SpongeBob? Big guy? Pants? Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna get DMCA'd for reciting 100% of the lyrics to that song. I'm once again asking the game for flat molt in the early game. Did you mean chips? I guess I did mean chips. Oh! We're Roffling now. For sure he practiced this reaction in front of the mirror. You know, sometimes chatters like say things that about me that are obviously completely made up and weird, but all it really does is like tell on that specific chatter rather than say anything about me. Meej, thank you for the super chat. I notice you almost never skip for any tags. Any reason for that? I'm still learning. Most tags aren't very good is the main reason. Especially on higher stakes and in the early game. The way that you get stronger is
Well met.
through shops. Roffle won the gold medal in the 100-meter dash of the 1964 Olympics. Congratulations. Jeez. Didn't realize we had that type of athlete in our chat. Would you skip for a tag if there was a legendary tag? Depends on the spot I'm in. Well, the kind of guy to have a dog? False, I have 2. Chessmate atheist. Wait a minute, I forgot to get stronger. Okay, we got strong enough, it turns out.
Well met.
Bund, thank you for the prime. Hear me out. Boss tag rare and has a 1/3 to disable the boss blind. Yeah, nobody's taking that. That's bad and redundant. Should have played towards the obelisk. Vouchers are a must-buy? None of them. Everything in this game is context dependent. I need to get my money right before I can keep feeding this constellation. Does that apply to Overstock? Yep. If you buy the Overstock early and then you have no money, you kill the run. Yeah, we're taking the voucher for sure. I do want to get some money going first. The newbie to It Depends pipeline is real? Yeah. I mean, it's understandable that as you're inexperienced, you want, like, solid, hard and fast rules that you can lean on before you get, like, a full understanding of the game, but, like, unfortunately that just doesn't exist in a strategy game like this, you know? Did you ever do a throwback run? I have. It, like, again, there have been in situations where throwback, the Joker that I say is arguably one of the worst, has been the right choice. It's just those situations are very rare. Hashtag fun dad, thank you for the bits. What did the star get when it came into place? A constellation prize. Okay, that one's good. And topical. Now give me a blue seal. No blue seal. Still no blue seal. Let's roll once. It happens, just not frequently, that's all? Yeah, I take it when it's good, which is rare. Like, if you don't see me playing a Joker a lot, it's not because I have, like, negative feelings towards that Joker or don't like the Joker. It's just probably not very strong in most situations. And that's fine. There needs to be. Not every Joker needs to be good. Meej, Thank you for the bits. And no whammies, thank you as well. Sorry, we had to mute the alerts for those pop-up things because Twitch put them at, like, infinite volume and made them really annoying. You already know what main hand you're going for? Yep. The main hand is all of them. Because I have green joker covering my molt and square joker covering my chips. Literally does not matter what hand I play. I can play any 4 cards and it's effectively the same.
Well met.
Simon, thank you for the 2. That's why if, like, I had taken more time to think about it, this could have been a really strong obelisk run. But because I played too many 2 pairs, honestly, it probably still could be an obelisk run. Probably won about 90% of my gold stake runs with Grimbo. That number probably goes up even further if you get square joker as early as we did too. Isn't square joker trash? Nope. It is extraordinarily strong. Maybe the best chip joker for a gold stake run if you get it at the right time. Riv, thank you for the prime. Feel like chat doesn't listen to anything streamer says about context. It's true. Maybe in the next 30 to 40 years of repeating the same phrase over and over again, people will start to catch on. But, like, I can't think of a joker farther away from being trash than square joker on gold stake. It's just extremely strong. Better than we? For gold stake runs, usually, yeah. Chubbles, thank you for the bits. Castle would like a word for most gold stake chip joker? I'm sure it would, but... it's not even remotely in competition with square joker. How do you... even on checkered deck? Probably on checkered deck it's better, but again, one of the 15 decks doesn't... is the exception, not the rule. I leveled up every hand. Straight flush and 3 of a kind. Oh. Got to read the boss blind. This is gonna hurt. We scales faster if you can draw 2s consistently. Square has no dependencies. You can always play 4 cards. Unless you took an unholy number of Ectos. Yeah. We has higher upside. Square is more reliable. You want reliability when you have 2 discards and are playing on gold stake. So the conversation is about gold stake, right? in most gold stake runs, you'd prefer to have a square over a Wii. I don't feel like what I'm saying is controversial in the slightest for people that have played a lot of gold stake. Yeah, welcome, Matthew. I think we're looking for Neptune and Venus. No, just Venus. Nice. Satellite kind of putting in work here. Notoriously bad Joker Satellite. What is this build? This is bog standard gold stake. This is the default gold stake run. It is extraordinarily, extraordinarily, extraordinarily usual for gold stake. There's nothing abnormal or special about it, other than it dies to the Violet Vessel. So good thing we have that voucher. It's much better. And now we win with extraordinary ease. How many E's? 6 or 7. Housecraft, thank you for the super chat. Chat, we'll see scaling, molt scaling chips, and scaling X mold and ask what on God's green earth is this? Yeah. Like, again, this exact build is why I always say that you only need 3 jokers to win the run, right? We have 3 point scoring jokers right now. You only need these 3 to win runs. You want joker quality over quantity. Quality is dependent on the context. Like, I could have taken that steel joker, but it just doesn't matter. Sure, why not? Lord of all ducks, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Wheel good if you just want to finish a run on anti-8s. Sometimes. It's usually worse than the other tarot options, right? It's opportunity cost. Because you pay the money, or you're choosing it over other tarots in a pack. let's run it back on Ghost. Yerp. And we get to keep all the hearts here. Your personal challenges or achievements you want to get done before the game gets updated. Nope. Just like playing the game and having fun. Setting arbitrary rules or requirements for the games that I play makes them less fun, not more fun for me. You want to just do another Grimbo run? Yeah, it is basically almost a perfect split between white and gold with a slight preference towards white stick. I don't think that's too surprising. Oh. Run it back. Alright, let's actually be careful this time and see if we can play towards the obelisk. Okay, well, fine. Give me money. Gold Stake is just so overhyped, but sometimes I wish I had it for Madness Eternal runs. You can just play on black deck, first of all. Second of all, overhyped? What? I think people just play it because they like the challenge. Wait, so you mean you can play a game for fun and for challenge? Yeah. If you just win every run, it stops being fun after a while, doesn't it? It does for me. Tell that to Dr. Spectred. True. But Doc doesn't win every run, just almost every run. And even then, like, going down to lower stakes isn't going to make it more challenging for him. My saddest, thank you for the bits. Or played out of spite 141 attempts on black deck gold stake to beat it. Oof. Yeah, that's a rough one. Don't let chat tell you otherwise. Why would I need Stuntman when I already have Square? Black Deck Gold Stake is the final boss of the game, genuinely? Yeah. Yeah. It's, definitely the most difficult thing in this game, in my experience. It's insane how much the -1 hand affects your econ? Yeah, that's the big one. Because most runs on Gold Stake die in like the first 2 to 3 antes, right? If they're gonna die, that's often where they die. And so you often like end up dying with less than 5 jokers, let alone less than 6 jokers. So you're really not getting much benefit from that upside of Black Deck if the run is dying before you can get there, right? Can't spam small hands, can't find big hands. Yep. That, and then the reduced econ is just like an extra punch in the gut on top of that. Just hold that. Yes. I could give us an opportunity to take a blackboard at least. I would love to hit an emulate though. We don't really have a need for purple right now. We could think about using them later though if we change our minds. Need money. I need a better time small joker than Ramen here, I think. Kinda got too many face cards for that.
Well met.
Big Beats Manifesto, thank you for the 3. I keep forgetting to sell this. Okay, that's terrible. Good thing we saved this moon, though. Don't need to sell it here. Streamer, why purple when Grimbo and Ramen? Because I still have the capacity to discard with those two. Should have taken the ice cream. We're dead here. I did not check my boss blind. That was a throw. Reading the boss blind explains the boss blind. Or so I've heard. Calculated. Let's give ourselves more options. Okay. It's really bad into the boss blind, but pretty good into everything else. I do still need to win. I'm over 4 on my reserve parking so far. Maybe we'll just die into this boss blind, then I won't have to worry about it anymore. Greta Thunberg claims another victim. Famed Antichrist, according to Peter Thiel, Greta Thunberg. But like he actually believes it sincerely, for some reason. Uh-oh. I guess this is what happens when you pave paradise. Oh, God. Me Jinx, thank you for the prime. Alright, I think I should roll here. I don't want to have to fish for... just hit the straights. Okay, we hit. This is like exactly the point where it's money positive versus positive EV to play it out here. Oh my god, it's coming back. Okay. We need 2 good hands into the boss blind.
Well met.
Gary, thank you for the 8 months. Did you know my great-grandpa took down 36 jets in World War II? He is the worst engineer in the army. Impressive. Five, 6, 7, 8. Let's farm once here. It's super greedy. I have regrets. Okay, we hit. We double hit. Egg. I don't know. Send it. We hit the straight again. We aren't able, because we're locked into playing straights, we aren't able to get good value off of the reserve parking. Well, surely this will solve my concerns. Just don't miss. I've already died to misprint once today. Now we got an actual Joker.
Well met.
Steven, they give you the 3. Oh, God. Take a rocket to feel the red card. We are going to need a new chip Joker, though. This egg is not going to be with us much longer. Fortunately, we do have quite a few levels in high card, at least. 2 levels in high card, so that could be our chips for now. One. Yeah, that's a little better, at least. Really want a non-perishable blue Joker. Sao. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Okay. Blue Joker, red card. We just need blackboard now. Or yellow banana. Wait, we're not winning right now? Really want this banana to die. Let's make more kings. Does make the blue joker a little bit worse though. Might die here. Nope, probably not with that hit. Chili cheese beers. Thank you for the membership.
Well met.
And Asa, thank you for the sub. I mean, we're just desperate at this point, right? Potentially a run-saving hit. It's a good draw as well. Sao, thank you for the donation. $9K times 4 is gonna be close. Wow, we're like just short. Unless we play this, maybe. Cool, banana. Very cool.
Well met.
Aquiline Cat, thank you for the prime. Well, banana's back. No repeat hand types. Hey, congrats, Venomous. Last hand is just high card. I discarded too much for the blue. I really thought I had that. I'm surprised by how little the acrobat did there. This is why I hate chasing straights. I'm kind of locked into it though. But survived if you're taking the poly. Okay. How does that help me make the decision at the time? This is not a good start. gotta be an immolate in here. Uh-oh. What's our boss blind? Hail Mary time. Dead. Dead. Wait. Wait. Okay, we survive. But we are dead broke. Okay, if there's not an immolate in here, the run's just over. Well. This is so bad. Okay, we gotta take this. Ragnarok and Roll, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Hit it third too. Only have 1/7 left. Alright, please give me a more reliable Joker than Zany. The duo could have been so good here. Old. That's a 10. Yeah, we know that's... This could be a queen. Oh! Ace, please. Okay. With the $50, we should be able to turn the corner here. Especially with overstock in the shop. I think we can make this work. Just need to find that blue seal. Wait, we're actually cooking now? With overstock, I think we'll just find something for that eventually. Okay, let's look for the blue.
Well met.
Okay, I gotta lock in here. I think we do this to try and sneak it through and find at least one blue. Just because we're running out of time with the sly, so we're gonna fall off if we don't get blue seal value. Night Owl, thank you for the gifted sub. So I'll pay $1 to search a little further. Make some more kings. Hearts would be above diamonds, so that could be... Wait, it's not hearts, it's... Yeah, it's hearts. This is a king. I'm pretty sure that's a blue seal. It was. Because it was right next to... It was between the spade and the diamond, so it was either a heart or a club. Or the second spade king we have. Oh, I didn't realize we had one of those, yeah. But it's still more likely to be the heart because we have two of those as well. Ice cream over Sly. Should have taken the ice cream. Why? You're just spending money to spend money at that point. Which is not a good way to spend money in this game. It's like net negative in terms of the value that you're getting out of it. Oh, hi, Mark. Aren't you taking the Mercury in the card packs? Because I'm getting them from blue seals. And I have red card. +3 is more than +1. I'll do this in case we want to pivot, because we might do so with that now. Yep. Alright, now we're probably done feeding the red card for a bit. Nah, I mean, 30 is already just good enough. We can focus on getting value off of our packs now to fix the deck. Look, I earned this run after how the start was. Maybe we start looking at high card as well for potentially the long-term play. Trying to find blue is still worthwhile here, yeah. pretty far red seal. Actually should just focus on Pluto when we see it in a pack. That's really good. Like this better. One hand type, so we are playing pairs here. Let's go ahead and get one on the board so I can't fumble it. Jesus. I drew all of the 9s. Yep. Glad I opened that before the Celestial pack. I mean, it's just gotta be for the Red Seal King, right? Maybe the Blue Seal. I'm gonna save one for the red, I think. Jacking it. Take 10 here. Another purple. Should be this. I have 3 now. Okay. Alright, we hit it, finally. Did miss our purple though. Anti-6, no Eternal Jokers. Yeah, this is a great demonstration, or this run is a great demonstration of luck for sure. Let's skip that. I think Red Seal with a photo chat is more important than Polychrome. Especially when we're already on a Ghost deck. Kings, finally. Oh. Here. Yeah, it's true. I guess if we're on Ghost deck, we could have also found a Deja Vu, considering how bad I am at rolling Polychrome off of Aura recently. But if we just roll it enough times, surely it'll show up, right? I don't have seed money, do I? Yeah, of course not. We should probably take some Mars levels as well. Oops. I get 1, 2, please? Thank you. Okay. Boiled again. Let's just get out of here. I'm gonna start buying Plutos in case we find an opportunity to pick up a Baron. As well as 4 of a kind. But like we've got more than enough levels in pair right now to support the build. Kings again. That's not the blueprint. Not draw a whole lot of kings this round, did we? Restock plus. I might hang on to this. Don't think we need a constellation on anti-8. More deja vu. More purple and definitely more temperance. Fortunate. Let's try it. Eternal Bloodstone's the theme of the week. True. That's a well-informed first-time chatter message. Whiffing on Aura is also the theme of the week. Not Aura before the seal, actually, because I'm human. Sorry about that. Can't take the mime yet because it's not good, but it has potential to be. Oops. Sure. I mean, if I find the Barons, the seals are irrelevant. Could also just do that to justify the mime in the short term, since we don't really need the score right now, as we just showed. We don't really want Photo Chad to be in our final. Oh! Build anyway. And there's even a Pluto in the shop. Holy. Oh no. Am I gonna die here because of my greed? I think I just died. Maybe not. If it hit the Baron, I was dead. I should not have been so greedy. I should have just copied the Baron the first time it was available. Psychic kind of annoying. Could have also played a pair in there to give myself a better chance. Really isn't doing anything. God. Those are some insane taros. I think we do just want to cut cards. We don't have that many kings yet, right? 10 in a 46 card deck. That's That's why we're struggling still. Those are funny together, but... I want a clean copy to come around. That's like the only Joker that really does much for me here. Gooch. Hey, welcome Big B movie. Congrats on the gold stake win. More purple. I think we re-roll this, even if it is a bad boss blind. It's probably early enough to be fine. I think we're just playing pair here. Red Seals is a bit of a bummer. Mercurial. Thank you for the 3. Really good to get this boss behind us. Tooth is not a problem. Get us first. Very nice. Like, I really care. Like, what is our high card level? That's high enough already. Huge. So good. Oof. That was horrific. I mean, we can always make it gold with the Midas Mask. Is this the run that, like, was dead? Like, on Ante 1? This is the horrendous Ante 1 start, isn't it? My god. That's actually unreal. I think a lot of people give up on this run. Glad we didn't. We're not honestly getting that much value off of this when we have so many purples. I think I'd take the rebate over it right now. just dump this here, play this just to get him closer. Hit you with this into this. $11 kings in a 39 card deck. Queens. Like, I can't give up the showman now, right? Oh! Alright. That's the... Okay, I've said this many times. That has to be the greatest showman. That is Hugh Jackman levels of showman right there. Jesus. Oh no, we're gonna lose $1. Insane. Let's use the temperance first. Like this.
Well met.
The Geneva suggestion. Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate that. Take Ecto here? Yeah. Especially with the hand size. Oh no, not the wall. Would you like to spawn anything else for me, chat? Sure. I was just about to say a DNA, but... I didn't have to. The game just knows. Didn't need to sell all those. Didn't need to sell all those. Well, yes, I did, actually. Will you take a negative Perkio here? Nope. There's no room in my Joker roster for a Perkio. Or for it to take a soul card. For Nan-Inf, when do you pivot to Steel? We don't need to worry about this run. There is no Nan-Inf. What's next for this run? Try and find antimatter. What if antimatter
Well
into
met.
perk then into Nanymph? That's a possibility, yeah. But it's probably already too late for that. Potato, thank you for the prime. I don't think we're, well, maybe if we see exactly a brainstorm, we can consider that. I don't know what to even say at this point. There's like nothing to do now. Except continue fixing our deck, I guess. We have a few queens left. I think I'd rather cut cards than add. Like, I don't know if taking that second Ecto was actually good or correct here. I just thought it was funny because the exact thing that I said happened. Like, we do lose one full hand size, but it's probably worth it for the extra copy Joker. Don't worry about the min-max. Yeah, I'm not. Again, we're on the wrong deck for Nanymph, so it doesn't matter. We're just having a good time. Voucher skip into antimatter into nat negative Perkio and Bean. It's not gonna happen. I don't even think we have blank. We don't. Sludgy, thank you for the super chat. Check NPC, it's definitely not normally. Is there only a single specific way to get Nanymph on Ghost? Nope. There's only one single, like, reasonable way to get Nanymph on Ghost, and it involves a Perkio. You can Nanymph on any deck. It's just, like, you have to live in the world of, like, reason and, like, things that are, like, likely to happen. This is already exceptionally unlikely, and we're not going to come anywhere near Nanymph. E150 could be a reasonable goal. No. Unless we, like, exactly decide to start Serpent farming for one round. Just to post a high score. But Serpent E150 could happen? Yes. Still pretty unlikely to happen. We do have the double reroll. But I think the concern is getting to, like, getting to that point where we can actually do that reasonably. Right? Like, do I beat anti-16 right now? That's the question. Not worth making more red seal steels now. Look at my score. I think we do get through anti-16. So maybe we could, like, start rolling for Serpent at that point, so it could be worth just 40 money. People underestimate how important Plasma is? Yes. Yes, extremely, extremely consistently they do. Because again, humans do not have the ability to comprehend numbers of this scale. It's just... the numbers are too large to, like, make sense. Anti-16 is only E21? Okay. That's good news. We're not making it through anti-24, though, that's for sure. So that'll probably be our endpoint. Now would be a good time to boot up the Saturn mod. This is nothing. If I'm not using Saturn mod on, like, actual Nan-Imp phones, why would I do it here? I really hate the way that diamonds clash with the... with the hearts. Wait a minute. With the extra hand size, is this good? No point in aura farming if it's a high card? Yeah, it's just not worth the inventory slot. I guess we can start making steel just so that we don't bury it too far, but it's way too early to care. So we can just alternate between the two, maybe? Or make the steel when we find it, because it is going to start getting buried. Whoops. I'm gonna save this for the steel, just again, so that we can have more copies of it so it doesn't get buried. Yeah, we want blank, antimatter, and canvas as our vouchers. We only have paintbrush so far. Palette? Yeah, palette, whatever. Canvas is a cryptid joker. Well, there's blank. Needle shouldn't be a problem. We could re-roll it just because it's annoying. And I gotta do something with my money, right? All right. Imagine you reroll into the plant, that would be really sad. Well, then I'd simply reroll again. So, there's nothing to worry about. Again, that's bad because you want the serpent when you need it, not when you don't need it. E4 or 11 with this. Fish for the +3 hands, Joker. Sure, and then what do I sell? You're scoring E29 with the DNA hand, why reroll the needle at all? Scoring E20, E11 with the DNA hand, I'm scoring E29 with the hand where I copy correctly. It's like that thing that you're talking about is happening in front of your eyes right now. It was unironically in the room with us now, true. I've seen a lot of cryptids. Alright. Oh, right. Let's do this since we're going to be copying a steel card. I'm seeing a lot of cryptids. Roffle lives in the Pacific Northwest. Wow. The moderators are just out here doxing me live on stream. I can't believe it. I could have actually farmed more money off of this. I forgot, my brain has been focusing on things other than the fact that this is the serpent. Probably get E50 with a burglar right here. Yep, I could do that. And then die a lot earlier than I would otherwise. So what I'll instead do is use all of this money to roll for the serpents after I beat the anti-16 boss blind and take the run a lot farther than that play would go. You try for the beanbug? Now I might. Until I got this, beanbug had a high probability of killing me. It still has a decent chance of killing me. I will not go for the beanbug. Oh wait, the ox was fine. Look, that's just preemptively rolling for when we need to find the serpent. I can't believe how many pairs we played this round. It's actually close. There's only one bad hit off of the invisible. Gotta spread out your boss rerolls to stay above the injuries cap. Good plan. Yeah. Thank you. Glad someone gets it. Yeah, the Eternals being the good hits are, like, the fact that the one bad hit isn't an Eternal is also a good thing. So, it's just a pretty low risk, invisible. Which is not always the case in these type of runs. Okay, we might have too much steel now. For this stage in the run. Six hand size with Baron looks so silly. It really does. Thankfully, DNA saves some things. That's why the second Ecto is sketchy on these runs. Alright. Let's see it. Aww. Honestly, it might be worth taking a Showman or another go at it. Players how Acorn is the only one, there will be only one red back with this lineup. You're right, and it's the one we just got. Because of the DNA, though, I do think we want, like, a blueprint or a brainstorm, so it would be worth taking a showman in this spot. Bean plus burglar into Crimson Heart still on the table if they show up? No, it probably kills me. My score, it's like E21, I'm scoring E29. Like, there's a pretty high failure rate associated with that. Maybe because we have the extra mine, we could consider it, but there's also, like...
Well
we definitely
met.
can't do burglar. We would die. Because we just wouldn't have enough score. But even if we just sell this for the bean... we'll be in trouble. Or, I guess we would sell this for the bean. Because if it hits Baron at any point, we're just kind of cooked. Yeah, exactly. It'd have to be the first or second hit. It could be that we sell the DNA just because we might be going serpent farming after anti-16 anyway. So, like, that could be a spot where now we have some flexibility that we have 2 mimes. So, we'll see. But it's not, like, anti-16, especially on not Ghost deck. Oh my god, dude. That's unreal. Or on not Plasma deck is pretty sketchy for the Bean Bug. Okay, I'm gonna sell and look for another blueprint brainstorm here. We've got so much money. Mime again. We do want pretty much anything that isn't that. Bean effectively acts like a DNA for the first round? Yes, but the problem is that we have 8 jokers, and if it hits the Baron, we can't score. So there's, like, very little margin for error. Like, the main problem is that we have 8 jokers, and we need at least 6, probably 7 of them to get through the round. Roffle has too much fun with the 6-7. That one is actually true. It is a 6 or 7 because if it hits like the DNA, if we were to sell the mime for the bean instead of the DNA, we're cooked there. So it is like an actual 6 or 7 moment. Incredible. Alright, now we just hold all of our money for serpent farming once we need to. That's so absurd. Oh man. I don't think I've had the like 5 copy jokers with the DNA. I think we probably want 1 extra here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we actually want them all on the Baron. That's easier. Because we're not playing full steel. Goliath, thank you for the bits. City zoning board has some questions for you. They want to know what you're building with that many blueprints. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you enforce your silly zoning laws, how will I make more luxury apartment buildings to drive the cost of housing down somehow? Please don't regulate me. Yimbo. Oh, look who came crawling back. Perfect. I'm solving the homeless crisis by making 2-bedroom, 3-bath townhomes that sell for 1.5 million. That's very generous of you, Callie. Thank you. As a Californian, that is way too real. Does this go past ante 24? Nope. We are not on plasma deck. So we're gonna have to start serpent rolling soon. E43 with 1 steel. That's pretty good. Pretty sure if housing prices get high enough, poor people will stop existing. That's how it works, right? In a way, yes. But then, who will deliver 3 meals directly to my house 7 days a week? So really, that just punishes me. Let's do some light rolling for the burglar. What do we even need off of that? Like, we don't need vouchers anymore. We got the good ones. Why haven't my, like, actual high score runs had this kind of voucher luck? I think we just need the money, not vouchers. Nothing to do Joker-wise at this point. No, once the score gets too high, we do have to find, or we will want to find burglar once we want to post our high score. Plasma with this setup is easy anti-39. Nope. Could nan inf, but would not be an anti-39. None of these negatives are nat negative, so we would still need more for an anti-39 run. Just like nan inf, I don't think people understand how difficult it is to get to anti-39. That's also not considering the fact that we wouldn't have a lot of these resources if it weren't for the fact that we're on Ghost deck, so no, the run would look very different on Plasma deck. Whoops. Someone forgot to move the Baron. Wait, we still won? That's with a single copy on mine. We're maybe a little bit strong. Again, we can do some light rolling here for the burglar. But we don't, like, need the burglar yet. What's your thoughts on Sigmund Freud? Well, I studied psychology, so Sigmund Freud, more like Sigmund Fraud, am I right? Got him. Yeah, his reputation will never recover from that. If you studied psychology, why is chat consistently much more smart than you? It's a great point. Wait, I just hear an attempt at bait. There was an attempt. We have this. Oh, we have another queen too. Diamonds is fine. Psychology or psychiatry? Well, one of those is a field of study, the other is a profession. There goes chat being smarter than me again. What was the least favorite part about psychology course? Going to class when I could have been playing WoW instead. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Glad you're enjoying the content and getting something out of it. Did you actually have a day job at some point before becoming a streamer? Yes, and then also after becoming a streamer for a while.
Well met.
Oba, thank you for the 6 months in advance. Holy. WoW was such a big distraction in college? You have that backwards. College was a big distraction from my WoW. That's why I just didn't go. I was not a good student. Why is Plasma Deck so good for Naninf? Because it effectively squares your score. Which makes it a lot easier to hit a big number. WoW wasn't a thing when I was in college yet, thankfully. Yeah, that's true. As soon as I got a job, I stopped playing WoW because it's like... It's actually a problem if I don't show up to this thing. I was a terrible student. I was a phenomenal employee. Because it turns out the threat of, like, no income is quite a lot of pressure.
Well met.
A tall British guy, thank you for the prime. Raiding greater than food and shelter, get real. Again, I didn't raid in WoW. I hated raiding. I just played mostly 3v3 arena with 2 of my friends. So then we just enabled each other. Somehow one guy was a really good student. I don't know how he did it. My country's psychology is considered a fraud, while psychiatry was a real deal. I guess maybe things are different in America. Psychology is the academic field of study that, for some people who get their doctorate in psychiatry, becomes an occupation.
Well met.
Full Metal Wool, thank you for the 5. Psychology is a much bigger field of occupation in UK. Yeah, it's like a square circle. Or, Jesus, square rectangle type situation, right? I mixed my metaphors. I was going to say square circle and then concentric circles, and then I kind of... I just merged them together. This isn't an imp, I'm gonna cry. Well, you better get the tissues ready. Wait, that's actually the perfect... Oh my god. We got 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the perfect burglar. Was your favorite class expansion combo for Arena and WoW? I played Ret Paladin and Burning Crusade when it was horrendously trash tier. I think I was like one of 2 Ret Paladins that hit Gladiator on my battle group, but I had a very small battle group the season that I did hit Gladiator. Alright. Well, I guess we can just go purely for score. Nothing really matters at this point. But we ran Arms Warrior, Resto Shaman, Ret Paladin. And so that was when like Wind Fury Totem gave extra attacks. And so we would just spike big damage into one target and hope to win very quickly. Psychiatrists can deal with drugs, psychologists no. Yep, that's how it works here as well. It's like psychiatrist is an MD, I believe, here. Psychologist is a PhD or PsyD. So the MD allows you to Write prescriptions. Wrath, the Rat Paladin was amazing though? Yes. But also, like, the damage spiked way too much for my taste in Wrath of the Lich King for every class, so it just stopped being fun for me. Like, the way that damage scaled in the Burning Crusade felt a lot more fun because matches, aside from ours when we were trying to burn people down, or even when we were trying to burn people down and that was like our entire strategy, things were a lot slower, it felt like, in Burning Crusade than Wrath of the Lich King. So I think Wrath is the time that I quit the first time. So it doesn't nan-inf because the score cap is too low? Nope, it doesn't nan-inf because it doesn't nan-inf. Enjoyed the first season of Wrath, and after that I had to leave for a good long while. I think that's just about the time that I either, I don't know, I don't remember the timeline, but I don't know, I bounced off it for some reason. Would it nan-inf with Plasma Deck? Probably. But again, we wouldn't have the Red Seals, we wouldn't have the Ectos, we wouldn't have the Cryptids, so we wouldn't get here if it were on Plasma Deck. But also, this number is too small. How often do you manage to get an inf on stream? A couple times a month, maybe, but I only go for it like 4 times a month. Usually 4 to 5 times a month. If you're considering going for Gold Stake Nanif or not fun to restart that much. Yeah, it's just not fun to restart that much. I'm also not good at Gold Stake Plasma. And doing something like that has a very high failure rate, even if you're good at it, is not a fun experience on stream. We're gonna score too much here. We're gonna have to wait until like Ante 23 to post our big score. So I should be playing the steel. Have you attempted Gold Stake speedrunning at all? Nope. Again, I don't like setting arbitrary goals for when I'm playing the game. I just want to play the game and have fun. I also don't think that it would make good. It might be good stream content. It would not be good YouTube content. Aren't all goals arbitrary when you think about it? No. We might have been able to sneak by one more hand, but like if we're not going to be able to post our high score here, we might as well just save ourselves some time. If you're middle management, yes. If you're in the real world, no. Yeah, that's true. Well, we're over E100. I think we're getting over E150 this time. Alright. We won't do the full song and dance next time because we know it'll still be too early. We're just gonna kind of breeze through it and post the high score on NT23. Was that the I back-to-back? Or am I crazy? No, it definitely wasn't. Okay, I need to get some water. I will be right back.
Well met.
Alright, copies in the right spot. Let's play the steel this time to make sure we have plenty of money. Then we won't go the full 20 hands because we just don't need that much money. Should be on the lookout for Cryptid as well when we want to post our high score. You're welcome, Kazi. See you later, Kali. Thanks for all the help today, as usual. I think a couple more will just be sufficient here. Welcome fight. Like, we could be E44 with just the DNA still. Alright, let's double check. 1, 2, 3,
Well met.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's probably like this, but it doesn't matter right now. It definitely will be double copy mime once we get a full hand of steel for the high score. Why is Serpent giving him cards? Because of the words underneath the word the Serpent. The Serpent gives everybody cards. That's how it works. Serpent claws. 'Tis the season. Get the Joker proper. How do you get the cards to be all kings? Practice and a DNA. Let's block for Cryptid. Imagine this were uncapped though. Actually, oh man. If it weren't such a low score, that would have been a good skip to be able to post our high score. Hopefully we get it another time. Alright. We only have to do this 2 more times, or 1 more time after this one, and then we post our high score for the big number. What are you doing here? It's even more hands than usual. Yeah, we have an extra copy Joker because we took a second Ecto this time. Where are my gold cards? I made too much steel. Too much steel, let me introduce you to Immolate. I'm saving the Immolate to block against Cryptid. And an extra copy Joker because of Hugh Jackman? No, not... There's multiple insane showmans. It was Hugh Jackman. Men, not man. Is this your best gold stake run? Yeah, it'll probably post the highest gold stake score once we get there. Would a negative showman be Nan-Nam? Normally no, but the way my showmans have been working this run, yes. because that negative showman would come with like 5 negative blueprints immediately following. Nah, yeah. Why is showman so good? Because it's the only way I can get multiple copies of a Joker. That's how I got the build the way that it is, with so many blueprints. When you have blueprint, there's no other way to get blueprint other than having a showman. And an invisible Joker, if you're lucky. We were not lucky with our invisible Jokers, though. I think I rolled 2 invisibles with that since we had the first blueprint, and then we never hit none of these came from the invisibles, which is kind of insane to think about. And Inf anti-25. Nope, dead anti-24. Also, we lose burglar in 3 rounds. He plans to do anything funny on the way out on anti-24. It depends on what the burglar replacement ends up being. But like, unfortunately, the boss blinds on anti-24 aren't very fun for that kind of thing. So like the best thing we could maybe do is like get the bean bug on the way out. I'm not taking that. It's like, because of the timing on the burglar, that's actually bad for me. Perfect. Okay, we want money here. Like, we might be scoring too much even on anti-23 to fully make use of the burglar hands. But we will try. Your money, is it crazy to sell the burglar and try and find a clean copy? Yes. Because burglar does not help us at the point where it's gone anyway. Because on anti-24 we cannot roll for the serpent, so we just die. So we're going to post our hand on ante 23. It's going to be the best hand that we can make, including the cryptid. And then we die on ante 24. One more. And then we'll just take our money and leave. All right. One more time. Was the channel like before Balatro? Pretty much the same, except Hearthstone instead of Balatro. And fewer people as a result of that. You still play Hearthstone? No, I haven't logged in months. When doing something like that for like 6 or 7 years. I think I got my fill. Don't play Hearthstone with your specific event that soured your relationship with it. I mean, they deleted my favorite game mode at one point, and that was that was pretty brutal. But even then, I was like, I moved to that game mode because I was just, I don't know, the repetition of doing the same thing for years was wearing on me. I had posted at least one video 365 days a year for like, again, 7, maybe 6 years straight. That's just a long time to be doing anything. Now I just do the same thing with Balatro. But it is unironically a nice change of pace. Alright. Joker's in the right spot. Let's find the Serpent. This one's gonna take a while though, chat. I've been spoiling you by leaving early. Not this time. Feel like Balatro is a little harder to burn out on? Yeah, because like, oh, I should have played the gold cards. Because like roguelikes have the variety of them from run to run, right? So even though you're playing the same game, every run is different. Even if the endpoints are largely the same, the path to get there is very different. Like, there will never be another run like we had with this one after the, like, given the start that we had, right? So there's a lot more variety, and that's why Duels was the mode that they deleted and the mode that I enjoyed, because it was like a PvP roguelike. And so having that get removed did bum me out quite a bit. Jamaican your bacon, thank you for the bits. I worked in a variety of different roles at a software development company before, or that was the most recent job I had before I quit to do streaming full time. Was the chat more or less backseated when you played Hearthstone than they are now? The same. There's just more people now, so it feels louder. Alright, we've got 15 more of these. But we do have plenty of space in our score, so we're not at risk of overshooting it. How many jobs did you have before becoming a full-time streamer? Quite a few, but like 2 like long-term, like actual jobs that people would consider a career, I guess. But like I worked during college and stuff too. And I actually showed up to that on like my classes. What size of company would you know if you named it? Probably not, no. But it was like it was a fairly large company. Just in a specific niche. Like, it's a big enough audience that if I named it, someone would probably know it. Fortunately, they've changed names like several times at this point. Because they just keep getting bought and sold. Or in buying other companies. It's called some variation of X now? No, thank God. Did you ever get a chance to use your degrees as anything other than a line item on your resume? No. No, psychology is like a generalist degree, right? It's not... Unless you actually continue for post-grad studies, you're not likely to be doing anything in the field of psychology itself. Isn't that what a degree is? A line item to put on your resume? Well, some people like use the information that they studied in school in their careers. I did not. It just got me in the door for an interview. Some people like me never leave uni and make the stupid decision to become academic. You poor soul.
Well met.
The rabbi, thank you for the 7. Your hands disappear if you switch blueprint position. Nope, but I will score too much. And then I will not have fully made use of the serpents. So I'm not going to do that. I don't know if that's sarcastic, but I'm taking it. No, I feel like I know some people that got into academia afterwards, and it feels like a lot of work for a pretty thankless position a lot of times. Does the accidental steel card at the start change anything? It could be close to an E. Right, because it's 1.5, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So like half an E. How are you comfortable at standing desk? I just stand. I don't know. I simply do not sit. Something catastrophic happened if you sell the burglar right now. Yes. Well, not really. Because I would just copy nothing. But it's just easier to copy the burglar. Barlove, thank you for the membership. You gonna make it? Nah. No, we're gonna come up just short, unfortunately. Why is everyone old? That's just what happens to people as time passes. It's gonna happen to you one day. Sooner than you think. Think about that for a bit. Ganonite, thank you for the sub. Please don't give me another crisis. Look, if you're gonna use old, parentheses, derogatory, you have to deal with the consequences of that. And the consequences are me, an old person, reflecting that mirror back at you. You're old? According to some people. Old is relative. Alright, here? We use the cryptid, and then we play this queen. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well met.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5-ish with the steel. Let's do this. Yeah, everything's good. Let's see where we end up. I guess taking a Glass or a Justice in instead of the Pluto would have been slightly more score. So that's already the E68 point. Just reround to Ante-8. Holy moly, that was spooky. You should see Ante-1. I think it'll be above 150. It might be like 170-ish. Maybe even the 180s. But we might have a little bit too much gold for that. Stopping this from being an nymph, the deck that we're playing. So the would nearly nan-inf with plasma territory? I think it would nan-inf on plasma. Because we have 52, yeah, it definitely would. 44 is what you need for a plasma deck. And that's without the extra copy joker. Oh, wow. That was way off. Alright. Time to die. Yerp. Who's their boss blind? Not that it really matters. Maybe if there's a jungle tag there. Is there a world where the idle pivot actually does it, though? Sell this for an sock? I guess Dusk would work as well. And then we just do this to blow things up if we can't get there. Problem is we don't have any levels in... Oh, I should have taken that Justice. I mean, we have to make the play, right? We know that the Baron build doesn't do it. Luchador, does that not work against anti-8 bosses? The boss blind isn't the problem, the score is the problem. I don't know if this beats it, but it does give us a better chance than a Baron. Would like to at least find... okay. We hit our hand. Oh! I don't think that matters, but we did hit. I think 77 is just too much, unfortunately. Yeah, this is the best we can do. Wouldn't it be better to pivot back to Baron after this ante if you live? Yes, that's the plan. That's the entire plan. But, like, I need the retrigger Joker from... No, we're not even remotely close. It wasn't even stronger than the Baron build with the DNA, but we didn't have the DNA there. That was way off. Was that a 2-hour and 20-minute run? I don't think we had any failed runs before that, did we? Maybe one. Holy. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there. I might be back tomorrow. I have a meeting scheduled. I don't know if it's going to hold up because of the holidays, but there's also the possibility that I will be early or late compared to normal. So we'll see. Don't count on me streaming tomorrow, but I will try. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to send you over to Doc, who is doing some gold stake speed running. So to whoever asked about that one earlier, just watch Doc do it. Doc's much better at the game and at speed running than me, so. New YouTube video in about an hour and a half. So stay tuned for that, YouTube, or just go watch Doc right now. In the meantime. All right, see ya.